Obligatory podcast intro.
Hi, hello, and welcome. This is Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. I'm Matt with my co-host Adam, and this show is where we take all 100 letters of the alphabet, we put them in a collection plate, we each draw a letter, and then pick a comic that begins with that letter. I don't know his, he does not know mine. Spoilers ahead for both comics. I got T.
Yes, sir.
What'd you get?
A.
So I kind of cheated. I got one called The Bargain.
Oh, you did that shit?
But it was in the T's.
I know.
When I searched comics that start with T, I'm telling you that AI thing, that shit helped.
Yeah.
It was cool. So when I did it, it came up in the T's, The Bargain. So this is interesting. Our friend, my friend Mike, he is writing a comic called Blowback. Now, his artist is called J.C. Grande, the guy that's working on the comic with him. We've been told that there's possibly a surprise in the comic involving us. We don't know what that's going to be, but it's super exciting. Now, this artist also did The Bargain here. And I didn't know right away. I saw J.C. Grande and I said, that name looks familiar.
Right.
The art looks familiar. Mike has been sending me shots of his comic and it looks incredible. And this art was very similar. And because I've seen it like recently, I was showing someone the other day. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, this looks like his. I think this is this guy.
Oh.
I texted Mike and said, is yours J.C. Grande? And he said, yeah, that's him.
Nice.
I was like, whoa, dude, that's weird. So Mike commented kind of weird small world thing where you're covering one of his comics on your show when he put a reference to us in one of his comics.
Right.
Our show. He references our show.
Yeah.
Or possibly just us. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
So excited. I thought this was really cool. Now, this is called The Bargain. It was written by Kara Barrett, and art and cover is J.C. Grande. And this was like self-published.
Uh-huh.
And this came out like 2012.
Oh, damn.
It says 2012 to 2014.
When it was actually really hard to self-publish.
Right? Because of the money, Adam, right? Because of money?
Yeah, and just scale. Because if you're big, you can get the printers and this and that for a good deal.
Equipment.
If you're little, you're like renting it from somebody.
2012. That was a lawless time, Adam.
In the
Extremely
comic book world.
That's what I was talking about.
Old West.
Old West.
Yeah.
So, okay, this has a pretty crazy part at the beginning, but it doesn't end the bad way that you think it might end.
Okay.
So when you hear what's happening, you'll be like, oh, I know what you mean, Matt.
Okay. Okay. I'll watch for that part.
So I want to do the narration first, because there's narration, and then there's like some crazy stuff happening. Okay.
Let's hear it.
So the narration is 1955. It's Louisiana.
Okay.
And
somebody's saying all this, or it's just like
it's essentially, I think the guy is thinking it, saying it. He's definitely narrating it. So, but it doesn't end with him like telling a story. He's just thinking this is my best guess.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So it was just Rosewater. A local girl asked Lysette to make her a love potion, and a bunch of the locals didn't appreciate her talents.
Okay.
And he says they were less likely to appreciate mine. I know a thing or two about magic. And he says it's real magic. It can damn you. And if you're lucky, it can save you. Or my education in magic began 10 years ago at the stroke of midnight, the night I sold my soul.
Oh, dang.
So black magic, divination, folk magic, psychometry, alchemy, crystal balls, spirit boards, potions, grimoires, you name it, I've dabbled. So this dude is well equipped and done a lot. That's what he's saying. So now what's happening while the narration is there's this young black girl named Lysette, and she's getting drugged behind a truck. Her hands are tied and she is getting drugged. And they stop and they're talking shit to her, being racist, being pieces of shit. And they say, oh, why don't you cast a love spell on us, stupid bitch?
Yeah. I can hear it. I can hear it and I can see it. Like one of the hinges on the overall is let down.
They're a little more finely dressed than that.
Whatever.
I guess it's not the smallest town in Louisiana.
Okay.
So a car pulls up. They see the lights. One of the guys is like, "Hey, we should bounce."
Yeah.
And the other dude's like, "Nah, hell no, I'm not done." And then he points a shotgun at her.
Dang.
And then they turn to the car and they're like, who's there? What are you doing? Hey, I'll end her. Don't mess with us.
Oh,
and then they hear growling and they're like, dude, that sounds like and then you see a giant bear standing there and they're like, a motherfucking bear.
Nice.
So back to the narration. He's 10 years of searching for his soul has led him to Miller's Road and the barrel end of a shotgun. An over-under shotgun.
Nice.
By the way. What gauge is that? Can all gauges?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know guns,
now
Adam.
you do.
Yeah, now I do. Yeah, that's how you learn.
Yeah.
He comments that with magic, you're never unarmed, and that's pretty cool. So this bear like chokes one of them, grabs one of them, throws them, swipes at the other guy. So they take off running, and then you see a man in a suit standing there holding a bear mask.
Oh,
and
nice.
he's like, oh yeah, people are always fucking surprised when I do that shit.
Yeah.
So sees the girl. She's like, who are you? And he says, I need a favor. So they're in the car. And what kind of favor? What are you talking about? So I'm heading to New Orleans tonight. Those cowards are still running, so don't worry about them at all. And she says, have you ever been hunted, like some kind of animal? That she's obviously traumatized from what just happened.
Dealing with some shit.
She got drugged behind a truck. Who knows for how long,
Oh, my
actually.
God.
We don't actually know that. So she's like, have you ever been hunted by monsters? And he says, yeah, I tell her my story about them. What he says is every night for 10 years, he's had the same dream. And it's like a herd of hellhounds.
Oh, damn.
And they just look like jacked, badass gray werewolves.
A pack.
They are dope looking. This is a good one here, right here.
Oh, nice.
He looks cool.
They're kind of almost ratty in their face.
A little bit, yeah.
A really
They all
long
look
face.
like that. They do kind of stand up, but they're definitely more hunched when they do it.
I prefer
So they're
those.
on all fours, yeah. And they're hellhounds, not werewolves.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Yeah, chill out, Adam. So he says every night, same dream. He's running away. He gets this little glimpse of hope where he's like, I'm going to make it. And then he gets his throat ripped out by one of these things. So he tells her that, and she's like, you're calm. Yeah, whatever. I've been searching for this for 10 years, and it's all led me here. You know, do you believe in fate? Yes. He says her name, and she says, how do you know my name? And he said, would you believe me that a ghost told me? So this is a few hours earlier. He is at the Magnolia Plantation. His name is Jack Connolly.
Okay. I'll remember it.
He's got a cool little top hat, a nice suit. Now, he goes up to this Magnolia Plantation, and he says it's haunted. And you can see he's, like, talking to ghosts. He can see him, like, hanging out on the doorstep and everything.
Oh, cool.
And he says he's looking for Auntie. He says, oh, she doesn't deal with tourists. He's like, I'm not a tourist in the spirit world. So he's here because she is the greatest conjure woman in the world. But she died like 100 years ago.
Oh, damn.
He is asking her for help, but she's immediately like, I don't deal with whites. I don't conjure for whites. You need to get out of here. Master's on the way. So he narrates and say, ghosts are crazy. Most are stuck half in, half out, and half stuck in a past that ended badly. So she is still cooking biscuits. Like, she pulls them out. She's like nice and warm. So she's like making food for no one right now.
Yeah, okay.
He's like, I've come a long way. So when you're dealing with ghosts, you have to make them an offering, like a really nice offering, and they'll appreciate it and more likely to help. So
Okay.
he gives her wine, cake, and some silver coins. And she's like, oh, that's nice. It's a fine spread, but I'm still not going to help you. He's like, oh, do you like my gifts? I'm in a hurry. She's like, I don't give a shit. That has nothing to do with me. So what he does, she can tell that the hellhound is outside. And she's like, I know hell's behind you. You're dragging hell with you. And you brought it to my doorstep. She's kind of upset with that. Best way I see it is you just got to die.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I can't do that. So she's distracted by this hellhound. She pulls something out of her pocket and like throws it at him. And it looks like, it acts like water splashing into a pool.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it looks like
you
water.
Said. Like
but
you said.
she
Yeah.
pops it out of her pocket right here and chunks it down.
It looks dope, but yeah, it's like you said.
Oh, it looks awesome.
Like an explosion of water.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, but I guess it's like ghost ectoplasm stuff.
Okay.
So she sends that thing back to hell, and Jack's like, yeah, it'll be back. Like, it ain't here now, and that's what I'm concerned about. He tells her, I'm willing to do anything for you to help me. She goes, okay, listen, there's a great-great-grand girl named Lysette. I had a terrible vision where she dies on Miller's Road, And he's like, well, it's hard to stop fated deaths, but I can try.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, you're going to try. Listen, there's a man named Roosevelt Charlie. That's the guy you need to talk to, and she'll help you find Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, why am I finding this guy? And she gives him a jar, and he's like, he's really upset now. He's like, what is this jar for? Why am I going to find this Roosevelt dude?
Yeah.
I don't understand. He's like, he broke a soul pact with Papa Legba. Save my girl, find Charlie. Master's coming down the way. I got to get going. And he likes on his knees begging, and then she just turns to ectoplasm and disappears.
Oh, cool.
It's getting late. So he is back with Lysette. He's in the car, and that's why he's like, this is why I need your help. We need to go find this guy.
Uh-huh.
We're going to New Orleans. And now she is saying, well, what? I got to do this just because you and some fucking ghost said I have to?
Uh-huh.
Like, I have no say in this? And he's like, no, you're a woman. So, and it's 1955. So, absolutely not. You do not get a choice.
Okay.
If I'm going to help you, you need to explain things a little bit better.
Uh-huh.
I need in detail, not, oh, this is what happened. I need story.
Uh-huh.
You need to tell me what happened. So they park next to a sign, Last Chance Cafe, good pie, 15 miles. So he's like, listen, I'll tell you my story. And if you're not satisfied at the next stop, you can get out. He tells her 10 years ago, his mother didn't stay home and bake pies. She was a gambler, con artist, drinker, and a clairvoyant, and she sucked at all of it.
Oh, damn.
Really bad. And like crazy gambler, right? So she's getting drug away by these two guys like, listen, I had a vision. My luck's going to change. I'm about to win big. So the boss is going to get his money either way.
Uh-huh.
So it shows a younger Jack holding a pen at the contract, and she's like, just sign it. All of our problems will go away.
Oh, damn.
And he says, well, who am I supposed to trust if not my mother?
Oh.
She said she would take care of it. She hit him with like, don't you love me?
Oh.
I'll get you out of this contract, I swear. So he says it sucks when she's winning or losing, but it's even worse when she's winning. So he's trying to talk to her and like, hey, we got to do the soul thing, remember?
Uh-huh.
I sold my soul.
Uh-huh.
And you said you'd get me out of it. And she's like, no, I'm winning. Here, take this money. Go find a girl. Forget about the soul business for the night, please. So she's winning. Got good luck. She is walking home on a bridge with this man in a cool hat and a long overcoat.
Okay.
Dude looks awesome. Kind of like a duster, but I know it's not. She is saying, oh, I was telling Jack we got to get in touch with the guy, and here you are. You're just the man I need to talk to. And then he bashes her head in with a wine bottle,
Yep.
takes her money and wallet, and just throws it off the bridge into the water. Everyone thinks she was mugged and killed. Back in present time, was like, why didn't they just take her soul?
Oh,
My
damn.
soul is good, hers wasn't.
Damn.
And for 10 years, all I've searched for is a way out. And this is like the only chance I have.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get my soul back. I can't die tonight. I feel like it's kind of fake. I'm not supposed to. So what's up? Are you getting out or not?
Mm-hmm.
Now we're in New Orleans. It's called the Gunga Den Burlesque Club. So there's two girls. Like that's Lana. She more like, she trips on her way to the stage. She is not a good dancer.
Uh-huh.
And then it shows Lana and she's like, I've never danced to anything except a sellout crowd. I'm about to have lines. Even frostbite won't stop these horny bastards from coming to watch me. She goes out there and goes, oh, I guess she got better. No one dances like Lana. The other girl standing there says she went to the crossroads and explains she went to the crossroads to dance with Papa Legba, and now she's queen of the Gunga.
Okay.
So people have been selling their souls for like as long as ambition has existed. And so like no matter what you're asking for, how you want it to happen, whatever, it's always your soul. That's
Okay.
always the price.
Okay.
So he's narrating about in New Orleans, you go to the crossroads. In Germany, it's called Ghost Roads. It's Geisterweg, I guess. In ancient Greece, they believe goddess Hecate held dominion over the crossroads. So most people agree that it's a gateway between both realms, right?
Yeah.
So in Louisiana, they say Papa Legba is the guards. He's the one who guards the crossroads. But no matter what, it always costs your soul. Jack and Lysette are in the French Quarter, so they go up to a club. And it's an all-black club, so Lysette is like, I'm going in, just stay out here.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm going to go buy you a dress. It's New Year's Eve, you need a dress. And she's like, you're weird.
That's weird.
Back at the Gunga Club, there's another dude, cool hat, cool coat, looks cool. Older black dude, white hair and a white mustache.
Distinguished.
He's got a gun in his pocket though. So he's like, give me a drink. And the bartender's like, nope, you can't, you're not supposed to be here. Boss gets pissed. He's like, let me have one drink. I'll leave before he gets here. He's like, you fucking better.
Yeah.
So he turns and looks at Lana, the burlesque dancer, and says, look at her, no damn shame. Lysette comes out in like kind of a sexy red dress. She's like, what the hell, dude? Seriously? Listen, Roosevelt's in this club. If we get him talking, I'll buy you whatever fucking dress you want. And she's like, fine. What is this thing that you always take with you? And he's like, oh, it's my briefcase. Saved my life like more times than I can count. They show inside of it, dude, and it's really cool. So they go inside. They deduce that is Roosevelt Charlie. They go up to him. He's not having it. He's like, nah, never heard of him. Don't know who that is. And he's like, come on, man. You went to the crossroads. You sold your soul. And you can't play blues anymore. He was a famous blues musician.
Okay.
And he's looking at Lana again, and he says, spitting image of her mama. Jack Connolly gets a headache. This guy's just still going on. Roosevelt Charlie's just a long forgotten memory. And, oh, it must have been hard. You lost the ability to play the blues. And he's like, listen, I was born learning how to play the blues. I can play piano since I was a child. I didn't sell my soul to play the blues. So now Jack is like super down. He's like, fuck, it was all just a story. Oh, he says Auntie lied.
Seems like it.
He says, oh man, Auntie lied. And that's when Roosevelt goes, oh, Auntie, oh, you are in some deep shit. You got a bill coming and you don't want to pay it. I didn't sell my soul to play the blues. I sold it for something else.
Yeah.
20 years ago, he's staring at a girl on stage and it's a white girl. And he's like, I'll never be with her. I'm a young black man. This was 1935, I guess. So he's like, I can't do this. This will never happen. So he goes to the crossroads, makes a deal, ends up marrying her, keeps it a secret, doesn't let anyone know. And she says, how'd you get out of your deal? And he goes, oh, Papa Legba wouldn't want me to, divulge that secret. And they're like, dude, that's like the whole point, man.
Yeah.
I could offer you something. Yeah, what could you offer me? I'm not going to go into this, but he ends up doing a seance so this man could see his dead wife. And when he does this, she appears as like a ghost. No one else can see her, but she talks through Jack. Okay. So he's kind of sitting there wide-eyed like, hey, Rosie. So they ask him a question, proves that, oh my God, it is Pearl. Holy shit. Her name's Pearl White, by the way. Now, they get into a fight. He says, she says, I know what you did. I know about the deal. You lied to me. You tricked me. I know everything. It's all your fault. I know what you told her, Rosie. I know what happened, and now she's lost to me forever. Right? You don't know what she's talking about right now. So he says, oh, don't you love me anymore? I never loved you. My baby is lost, and you're going to pay for it tonight. Oh, don't say that. I'm going to fix it. No, you won't. And then she disappears. Now, Roosevelt is like, dude, what the fuck was that? That wasn't my Pearl. She wouldn't have said any of that shit. So he storms out of the room. He goes to find his daughter, and he grabs her. And then she turns around and says, you think you could touch me, you dirty old, and then calls him a horrible name for a black person. Would you just call me? You heard me, just go. And then she snaps out of it. She's like, oh, it just came out. Don't be angry. And he slaps her. Now, all the horny dudes in the audience are like, yo, what the fuck? And they attack. And one dude just pulls a gun out and shoots him in the back.
Oh, damn.
So he's laying there dying. The girl's like, Daddy, Daddy, oh my God, no. You see two dudes in the back. They go, Daddy, you mean her old man was obviously about to say another horrible name for a black person.
Jesus.
So during the seance, Pearl made Jack write something on a piece of paper, and it says, shot to the heart.
Okay.
The manager of the strip club or the burlesque club is talking, hey, it's going to be okay. No, it won't. So what happens was Roosevelt one night got super drunk and he let it slip about the crossroads.
Right.
She immediately ran to the crossroads, sold her soul to learn how to dance.
Oh my God.
Dude, she could have asked for like so many other things. Just wanted
it's
to
all
be
the same price, but you're just going to ask for that?
Exactly, dude. I mean, I wonder if there's a limit to what you could wish for, but like, I mean,
I think
damn.
these people are just idiots, is what it is.
Like, you picked a skill that is relegated to your town in only a certain club.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't ask to be a famous dancer.
You're better at dancing.
Just, I guess, I mean, and maybe people like her more because a bunch of dudes were like all about it.
Oh, right.
Like, you're the best, marry me.
Wow.
And they were respectful.
Uh-huh.
They weren't like, show me your TNA. They were nice. All right, so this is a few hours later after the burlesque club stuff.
Uh-huh.
Jack is schmasted, and he is just wandering around his hotel room like, oh, the mints is a funny word. It's like lemon and mints. Oh, shit. He says, is anyone going to lament me when I'm gone? What about you, Lysette, my lovely Lysette? You going to lament me? He's like, someone should.
Mm-hmm.
Starts digging in his briefcase, and he pulls out a love potion and then dumps it on her face, and in her sleep, kind of licks it off.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, love me, Lysette. And he passes out. Wakes up. It's almost midnight. So he runs outside and he sees her. She's across the street. She's holding a bloody knife and her left hand is bleeding.
Okay.
So he runs over there and like, I think he can see the hellhounds now. Like, I mean, I think they're right over there. Hellhounds on our trail. So he goes, you lovesick fool. What the hell did you do? Isn't it wonderful? I saved you. What she did was she made a deal and said her soul for his soul.
Oh, wow.
So he is saved now, and she is going to die. But she's like, for you, my love, give me our first and last kiss. I love you so much. Da 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 da. Surrounded by hellhounds. It's almost midnight.
Yeah.
Tells her to take the jar, and he grabs 2 little pouches of some magic dust stuff he has in his briefcase.
Of course.
And he gives her the jar. So they take off, and he's like, this is my dream. This is the chase. They're right behind me. So he does his little magic dust powder trick and some like ectoplasm erupts. And when he turned around, there's like a giant, wide, lumbering black dude who's like, oh, hold up, children. Why are you in such a hurry? Don't you know you can't run from Papa? And then it's Papa Legba.
Okay.
So he tells Jack to step aside and he says, I'm not here for you. I'm here for her. She seems to have like snapped out of the love potion. And she's like, oh shit, what have I done? I don't want to do this. He throws a little magic dust at Papa Legba. Papa Legba then morphs into Hecate. And it's just been her the whole time. She's the guardian of the crossroads everywhere, I guess. So she pops up talking shit. Mr. Connolly, we've waited a long time to collect your soul. We had really good plans for you, but the girl made a bargain. And it has to be honored.
Right.
It was done in blood. I can't do anything about it. Since she snapped out of it, she's like, I take it back. I don't want to die. I fucked up. And Hecate's like, listen, I don't give a shit why or how or what reason you had for making the damn deal. But it's signed in blood. Like, this is divine will. My will. This has to happen. She toasts to Jack Connolly's freedom. And the hellhounds attack her and rip her throat out and take her soul. Okay. She pops up as a ghost now because Jack can see her. And she calls him a lovesick fool because he's standing there crying. Oh, what's with the tears? I thought this is what you wanted. And he's like, nah, you don't know shit about me. I'm free. Those were tears of joy. I beat you and the son of a bitch who stole my soul. All it took was a love spell a child could concoct. You're a goddess? Like, you're a bitch. Fuck you.
Nice.
The great Hecate. Then he thinks to himself, is her ego as big as I imagine? He's like, I guess they don't make gods like they used to. The girl's coming with me, though. And she says, Lysette says, I am. And then he holds up the jar, says, Auntie, I understand now. Opens it and binds her to him. Hecate says, you can't bind her forever. But he says, yeah, but you'll never have me. So much for all those plans you had. Like, you fucked up. And she says, wait. I have a proposition for you. And in his head, he says, see, everyone wants something, even the gods. So now a week later, they are in the car and made a deal that 8 souls in 1 year, and they'll both be released. She'll get her life back. And everyone will just be good and clear plate.
Okay.
And she's like, how are we going to do this? She's still a ghost. How are we going to do this? Oh, we'll just find like 8 wretched souls and just convince them to sign the contract. So they go up to the first lady, Madame Olenska. She has a thing for killing babies. And he's like, hey, I'm prepared to strike a bargain with you. And then it says to be continued.
Okay.
I do not believe it has been continued.
Yeah.
But it wrapped up enough for me.
Yeah.
So real quick, the art was incredible. Our segment, how were the faces? They were great.
Yeah.
They were fantastic. Yeah. No, you can't see it, Adam. Look, there's Papa Legba. He looked like Jim Brown.
That's cool.
He looked like Jim Brown with hair. Like in the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah.
But yeah, look.
No, it's good.
Faces are good. I thoroughly enjoyed the art, faces, everything.
It looks good.
Story was awesome. I love the writing. I can't seem to find that briefcase shot with all this cool stuff in it.
Oh, okay.
But I loved the fact this guy stood out from Constantine and all the other guys that kind of do this occult detective stuff.
Right.
His briefcase was just full of cool shit,
like
dude.
Potions and
yeah,
like
there were scrolls, there were bags
pouches,
of magic
little
dust, pouches. Yep.
Yeah.
There was all types of stuff in there, man. It was really cool. I guess I'll find it once we're done recording. It's somewhere in here. I love this. Thoroughly enjoyed this. I love the character. I liked Lysette. The ending kind of gutted me for a second. 'Cause I was like, damn, he basically tricked her into a love potion, gave her a love potion, and then she went and killed herself for him.
Basically, yeah.
And saved his soul. And then he's like, yeah, I planned that. I beat that shit.
That was the point.
But where did the confidence come from? Because Auntie knew that was going to happen?
Oh, yeah.
She gave him the jar.
Yeah.
She gave him the jar and says, you'll figure this out when the time comes. So she knew Lysette was going to die. She said, I had a dream. Lysette's going to die on Miller's Road tonight. You need to save her. She does die.
Yeah.
But she gave him the jar because she's like, you'll get out of this deal. Jack's smart enough to make a deal to get you both out of it. I don't know what she's thinking.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem like Jack would screw over some innocent person to be like, yeah, now I'm good. Fuck you.
I guess that's what happened, though, right?
It seems like it. That's what I mean. That confidence of like, yeah, I beat you. I cheated.
It must be.
I screwed her over.
Yeah.
But Auntie knew it was going to happen. It seems like that's the best case scenario.
Yeah, okay.
If Lysette would have been like, I'm getting out.
There's a lot of variables.
He would have been driving around New Orleans being like, who's Roosevelt Charlie?
A lot of variables to go wrong.
So this is how it was going to happen. She could see that apparently.
Damn.
Gave him the jar. Listen, I know she's going to die. She didn't say save her from death. She said she's going to die tonight on Miller's Road.
Okay. Huh.
And then Jack jumps in and says, well, stopping a fated death is difficult, but I can try. She's like, you're going to have to do more than try. So she knew that, like, yeah, she's going to die. You're going to keep her in this jar I'm going to give you. You're going to do a deal with this goddess, and then you'll get everyone out of it scot-free.
Right.
So the way it ends, I just assume they're going to get these 8 souls, like, in my head canon, since there was no second comic that I'm aware of. I could be wrong. They're fine. They did it. Like Lysette is back at home.
Back in normal.
Jack's just doing his regular thing. Yeah, just going about his business.
That's cool.
That's how I feel like it ended there. Unless there is a second one, which honestly, dude, I would love to see. I think it'd be cool watching them chase down 8 souls. Right. And it's like, do they have to convince them to sign a contract? Or are they killing them? What are they doing with them?
Yeah.
He says something about a contract.
Or something, maybe?
Yeah, like you beat him up, tie him up, and then be like, sign this.
Yeah.
And now your soul is is for Hecate.
Or you just straight lie to him about what it's for?
You show, you're like, I'm an insurance salesman.
Yeah, something. I don't know.
$1 a month because it's 1955.
Something, right?
Can't say no to that deal, right? 1955, $1 a month.
Gee.
Life insurance up to $1 million. Because that money exists now? Yeah, we got you. I can't find this damn briefcase, dude.
Aw.
I want to see it so bad. I know it's in here. I seen it. I just wanted your reaction to it. Here we go. Yeah, dude, look. Modules, right? Modules? What are those called? Nodules?
Yeah, it's like little sacks with like, almost like a grenade pin thing on them.
These are like the magic dust things he had. So he has little pouches with a little tiny rope
like
tied at the
scrolls
top.
And
there's 2 scrolls. There's
books.
2 jars, it looks like, or beakers.
Yeah, there's 2 big jars.
Some containers. There's a book. And then there's quite a couple other books. So, like in Constantine, he was like, he used that thing to light on fire to see. He's like, that was Jesus's robe.
Some shit.
I only had one of them and I just used it.
Yeah.
I think Constantine is cool for that shit.
Uh-huh.
I think this dude is cool because of his damn briefcase and how I want to see him on some supernatural shit. I want to see him solving cases or whatever, going to deal with supernatural shit.
Nice.
I want to see more from this character. I want to see him doing his regular job and like
his
tackling
regular
demons.
day-to-day.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would
gotcha.
love to see that.
That's cool.
This briefcase is well equipped. I want to see what other shit this dude is capable of, and I think it'd be really cool. So yeah, if you can't tell, I fucking love this. Thought it was awesome.
Yo. So I got Archenemies. This is a Dark Horse comic from 2006. The art is Dark Horse 2006, like you've never seen.
The sweet spot, right?
It's very sepia tone with a lot of like black. This is a creator and writer duo guy or combo guy. His name is Drew Melbourne, and the art is done by Evil Gouchette. And like I said, the Drew Melbourne is creator and writer, not artist and writer.
Okay.
So the artist is Evil Gouchette. This comic is a 4-issue arc. It needed to be either more issues or one issue. I can't tell you which one it really should have been because it's 4 issues.
Yeah.
And it's a simple enough story and like it's super easy to follow. But like, I don't know. It just feels like you either could have really stretched it out and gotten into everything more, or you could have condensed it down to a large one shot.
So it should be really long with more information,
more fluff,
or
and
short
more,
and vague.
Yeah.
I get it.
So in this universe, there's superheroes, there's supervillains. It's extremely normal. It's kind of like Venture Brothers type stuff. It's kind of organized. Like the bad guys have their own
like a league
governing body or whatever exactly, and
nice.
the good guys do as well. What our main character is Ethan Baxter, aka Starfighter. Their names are terrible in this. Everybody's name was terrible in this. That was like a joke, I guess.
Dude, that's like bottom of the barrel. Every cool name has been taken.
Yeah,
so to
true.
find some that aren't, it's hard.
General enough where it still appeals to everybody, yet not super silly.
I am Sundial.
Yeah,
it's
dude,
like a
you
Superman
run out.
type.
That's definitely been a fucking a
You
super
think?
villain.
You
It
think
had
Sundial
had to have
exist out there? I'm gonna write that down. We're gonna look that
been.
up.
It had to have been.
We're gonna look that up.
Sundial. So Starfighter apparently doesn't make much money from being a superhero because he has to share like a little 2-bedroom with a guy that he met on Craigslist, basically. And this guy's name is Vincent Darko.
Okay.
So everybody's name in this is either silly or very descriptive
or
of
super awesome, like Vincent Darko.
Pretty much. So they share an apartment, and Vincent Darko is actually Underlord. So you have a superhero and a supervillain. Neither of them know that the other one is a villain or a superhero. And they don't even like... The other person seems oblivious more than they're good at hiding it. They'll
Darko?
Darko, both of them. Like, you would think... Or in the real world, they would be like, "Oh, you're obviously that guy. Oh, you're obviously that guy."
Yeah.
Because they'll be on the phone with like doing evil shit, and they'll catch part of the conversation, you know. So that was kind of funny, and it opens up with Underlord. That's the bad guy fighting Starfighter, and Vincent is using a remote control robot to do this. So he barely goes out there himself. So he's got holograms, he's got robots, and he's about to try to get minions.
He's got a strong brain.
He's a super genius type a superhero. Starfighter is a beat 'em up, fly around, energy blast superhero.
Is he jacked?
Yeah, of course, super jacked. And Vincent,
Ethan,
of course,
right? You said Ethan.
Ethan Baxter and Vincent Darko, and of course, Vincent's a skinny, nerdy looking guy with sunglasses.
He's got dark hair.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, his name's Darko.
Yeah,
I wasn't surprised when you said he was a bad guy.
super understated. You know,
I wanted to name my son Damon. Because it meant dark one.
Nice.
Or Damon or Dylan. One of them means dark one.
One of them.
And it's rad as hell, and she wouldn't let me do it.
I met a Damien in high school.
No, a Damon.
I know, but I met a Damien. Have you ever met a Damien?
I've met a Damien.
Really?
I've met a few Chads and Todds, too.
Of course.
And Sebastians. Who have you
These
ever
are
met?
normal names.
Have you ever met a Bastion?
I don't think so. That I can't remember.
I don't think I have either.
You motherfucker. So they are oblivious to each other's powers and daytime activities and stuff. They just think they're normal guys. They both do have regular jobs as well.
I was going to say, they're just busy.
Yeah, exactly. They don't meet each other at the apartment a lot. They're by themselves at the apartment a lot. So Vincent's walking around the apartment. It's trashed. He goes, I had this cleaned yesterday. How did Ethan destroy the entire apartment in one day? So they're like very butting heads. Mm-hmm. Like Ethan's the messy one and Vincent's the clean one.
I'm the clean one.
Yeah, exactly. And they make it's a big deal. Like it's a running issue with their relationship. So Ethan gets home from a night of battling his roommate, Underlord. He's tired. He goes to unlock his door, and he realizes he doesn't have his keys. So he knocks, and Vincent's like, "What's up, dude?" And he's holding his keys. He goes, "Hey, man, I'm locked out. Could you unlock it for me?" He goes, "Oh, man, this side's like clogged up or like busted or something, dude. I can't get it open." He goes, "Come on, man. I had a long day at work, blah, blah, blah." He goes, "I'll try. I'll call a locksmith, but sometimes they take a long time." And then later in like the same issue, you find out he left him out there for 6 hours.
What?
Like for real, if he had done that 10 minutes later, or more likely 2 minutes later, come out and be like, "Hey, I got you." That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
A good friendly joke.
That's like I'm punching you in your face when I get in that house.
6 hours.
6 hours, dude.
I would have busted that door down. It's like hour 2.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, that's true.
So we see Ethan at... Oh, by the way, like from now on, I'm pretty much not going to call him Starfighter or Underlord. Most of the time, they're not in their persona.
Right.
They're usually themselves.
I assume.
Their day-to-day life.
Seems like it's more slice of life than superhero.
Ethan is like It is, for the most part. It's like slice of life superhero as a backdrop.
Yep, that's what I said.
Fuck you, roommate drama style. So we meet Ethan. He's like at work. I think he literally is a reporter or something.
Oh, wow, yeah.
But he works in a big office, and he works with Trish, which is his girlfriend. They've been going out for a while, like a couple months. They have really good back and forth. They like seem to be really big time in love. Mm-hmm. And then we see Vincent trying to hire goons, and they're just morons, complete morons. And then finally, the last guy is a giant mountain of a man who looks like he has like super strength, basically. He's got spiderweb tattoos all over the top of his bald head.
You know, he's cool.
And he's like, "This is the guy." And he's like, starts bullying Vincent. And he's like, "Why should I join you? You're a punk ass bitch," or whatever. And he was like, "Dude, I'm Underlord, and I'm about to gain entry to the League of Masks or the Circle or something. The leader of it is the King of Masks, so it's something with masks."
That's still cool.
He goes, "We're gonna join them soon." So the goon's like, "Okay, cool, I'll join with you."
Yeah.
Like it's prestigious to join them.
Right, we're on our way up.
Exactly. So we find out that Vincent is actually like a Nepo baby. His dad is in the order or whatever.
Yeah.
He's up high, but he's really, really old. Like, he must have had them when he was like 50 or 60. Because there's only supposed to be 20-something, like either right out of college or still in college, maybe.
Yeah.
And
how old's the dad?
The dad looks like he's a million years old.
Yeah.
He's got a robotic hand, and like his face is all smooth. He doesn't look like anything like his kids. You see a bunch of his kids. His head is shaped like a peanut. It's hilarious. Like let's do how are the faces? Very, very distinct faces. Everybody's face, you're like, "Oh, that's supposed to be whoever." Profile wise, it's not as great. Like, if you just blacked them out, you would be like, "Oh, that's that character. That's that character."
Not immediately recognizable.
Yeah, but the details of their face are very recognizable. So we see the back and forth of them not getting along. Ethan throwing parties, Vincent getting mad about the parties. So we see behind the scenes of the Circle. That's what they're called. Mm-hmm. It's like the leading governing body of the bad guys. So we see Vincent walk in with his new henchman holding a sick-ass gun that they let him bring in for some reason. And he like starts pitching himself, and he's like stumbling over his words, and he's messing it all up.
Oh,
his dad even speaks up, and he's like, "Maybe he could this or that." And then his brother Anton like cuts them all off, and he's like, "Hey, you suck." Like,
his older brother?
Yeah, his older brother. He's like, "You suck. I don't think you should be part of the Circle." And everybody else is like, "Yeah, I think you're right. You're not going to be part of it." You're right.
He does suck.
Yeah, he's not.
I agree with you
exactly.
about
That's
him
literally
sucking.
what happened. That's literally what happened.
I think he sucks too.
Yeah, like his brother said it, and they're all like, "Yeah."
Yeah, no. Like, he's cool. I think we should go with him.
So,
he's cooler than this loser who's up there sucking.
His costume's actually cool.
You know what? I'm kind of rooting for
Vincent?
Darko.
Yeah, he doesn't. You don't see him even doing anything evil.
Yeah,
once.
I'm just like, I want him to.
He's fighting. All he was doing was fighting Starfighter.
Yeah. I
That's
just want
it.
to see him do all right. I don't need him to succeed
He's a
in all that.
sympathetic guy in this. They mean him to be.
I don't want to see him just get kicked down more and more.
So Webhead, they're getting kicked out, and Webhead's like, I gotta talk to you. Because
Is that his name, Webhead?
That's the only thing they call him in it.
Cool. Okay.
It's like a derogatory name for him.
Yeah.
So he leaves there. He got embarrassed. So he goes home, and Ethan is just having fun with his girlfriend in the room, so he's getting more pissed. His life's not going great. And then
Webhead's just standing there.
yeah, I don't know what happened.
Two young adults making out, and this Darko dude in his bed, and Webhead's just standing there.
Yeah. And then we see like a little bit of a more back and forth between Trish and Ethan. Like, oh, they're really in love, blah, blah, blah. But now he's starting to like worry about her safety and whatnot.
Oh, right.
And so he walks to the fridge. And it's so funny, after all that stuff with listening to him bang, he Vincent was fed up. And so he's like, I'm going to kill Ethan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use my powers of evil and kill him.
Yeah.
So he sets up a rocket launcher in the fridge. So when Ethan opens it, it shoots a rocket at him and he dodges. It goes out the window and explodes. And it's a huge rocket. And then like he keeps doing stuff like that. He's like setting traps for him. And he either gets hit and isn't killed by it, or just misses by a little bit.
What, just shakes it off? Is like not worried about.
He doesn't know what's like. It's such a cartoonish world.
Underlord found my house. What does he think?
He's like, oh no, he found my secret identity or whatever.
Oh really?
Yeah, he says that.
Okay, yeah, I'm smart.
I didn't say it, so
No.
you got it right.
Yeah.
So like the laser gun shoots at him in the hallway, and he dodges it, and he runs over there, and the laser gun's melting, so there's like no evidence left, and all this stuff, and then Ethan gets home and he's checking the answering machine, and it's Anton like on 4 different messages in a row, and he just ignores them all, and then like saves a telecom guy, saves a message from them for Vincent. He's like, he'll want this.
Okay.
Just as a dick move. So that's the first time we see a message being missed. It happens like 2 or 3 times here in a row.
A call
and
voice message?
Voicemail. He even picks up a couple times.
Is it a landline?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's set probably even before 2006.
Okay.
It came out in 2006. I'd say it's like more set like 2000. Is what it
we
seems
still had
like to me.
landlines in 2000.
Big time. Are you kidding me? Yeah, yeah. It's set kind of like in that. The computers are big and chonky.
yeah.
Still.
So he deleted a bunch of messages from Anton?
Yes. Vincent's asshole brother.
Right.
So there's a bunch of back and forth of him trying to be killed, him not being killed. It's like slapstick funny.
Coyote and Roadrunner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so here at the end, Vincent finally goes up to Ethan. He's like, hey, man. Trying to talk to Ethan, and Ethan keeps cutting him off and being funny and silly. And he goes, hey man, I just got a hold of my brother, and they're like reconciling actually, like, because as roommates they had been fighting too. So as the superheroes had been fighting or whatever, they also were fighting as roommates,
right?
And he's like mending. He's they were using a flip phone right here. He comes up to him and he's trying to mend like bridges. He's like, hey man, I'm sorry I was being a dick, whatever. And Vincent's like all sad and shit, and he goes, what? He keeps trying to talk, and Ethan's cutting him off. And Vincent goes, dude, shut up for a second. My dad died. And he's like, oh, shit. And then we see immediately that it was Anton killed their dad. So he could get a higher spot in the circle or whatever.
Yeah, open it up. I move up there. Little brother moves in my spot.
Yeah, he was that's trying to do something like that. Yeah. And then you see that Webhead is working for Anton now.
Oh, shit. And
he's a badass. Like, they imply that he's one of the biggest. Yeah, Webhead. He's huge. The biggest guy they show in the comic.
Okay.
Like, compared to other people, if, say, this guy's like 5'6", 5'7", like kind of short, the dude's like 7 feet tall.
How does he compare to the Big Show?
Oh, he makes him look little, for real.
He makes the Big Show look little.
Yeah, it's like that.
Think anyone will get that?
5 people, for sure.
He was a wrestler, and he was huge.
He was big.
And he was like too big to be funny, but he was kind of funny, which was weird.
Okay. So since they were like kind of bonding there, Ethan agrees to go with Vincent to his father's estate and meet his brother and meet his sister and have a funeral for his dad. So they get there, they drive a rental car there. His sister Adriana runs out. She's very nice, very sweet, kind of like flirty. a little bit flirty.
Nice.
And so she's flirting with Ethan just a little bit, like really playful. And they have her and Vincent have a bunch of back and forth brother sister shit, making fun of each other, whatever. We find out how much that Vincent and Anton and Adriana's dad was like messed up and really mean to him and stuff. We find that out here.
Bad childhood.
Yeah, they all had bad childhoods.
That's not good.
It's a bad sign.
That's a bad thing. Yeah.
So they get there, they walk in with all these big ass like bags, and one of them looks like a body bag, and it is a body bag. It's his dad's body in the body bag. And they had him in the trunk of the car, and he's just in a body bag, and they don't explain it. They don't say why he had to do that or anything.
Where'd they put him when they brought him in?
On the ground. He drag him up to his room, and here, so that's like the next scene. He drags him up to the room, and when he gets up there, he calls the King of Masks, and the King of Masks is telling him what to do because his dad's body was part cyborg, so he had to like disassemble bombs and shit. So he like chopped up his dad and disassembled him in his room.
Yeah,
they don't explain why. Just the King of Masks is like, be careful because he could blow up like a nuclear bomb, whatever. They don't explain why he's doing that and not a specialist or whatever. Very weird. I kind of liked it because it came out of fucking nowhere. They don't say anything until they're dragging his body in.
Who was dragged? Just some random...
No. Vincent was dragging his dad's body.
Okay.
And he made his sister drag the body, and she doesn't know what's in it.
And then he went to work on
disassembling him and then putting him back together because they're doing like an open casket type thing.
Shit.
And so we have Ethan and Adriana talking a lot, and Adriana's like really flirting with him a lot. And then you find out, no, she's super fucking young. He goes, as a joke, what are you, 8? As a joke, like you're a little kid or whatever. But later in the comic, they bring up that she's not old enough to drink and this and that. And I thought it was going to go somewhere. I was like, that's going to be something. No, no, it's nothing.
He gets arrested at the very end.
Something. I was like, I don't know how that's going to affect the story.
I made comments about her being hot and stuff. Obviously, I don't mean that. And she's not real.
Yeah, exactly. Just some banter between them. Yeah. And then the next day, there's their dad's funeral. They all go, and Anton hasn't been seen. He came back to the mansion, fired all the servants, which they had a lot of servants, and then left. He's away at his base or whatever.
Doing business.
Yeah, exactly. Shady business.
He's a businessman.
So he shows up at his father's funeral with like Webhead and a bunch of goons and starts shooting everybody, the masked guys.
Whoa.
Okay. Like the Circle, and the King of Masks is like a super powerful super villain.
Yeah.
He's just like, he takes a chest shot with an extremely powerful blast, and it puts a whole hole, like a 5-inch wide hole across his chest, and it like just knocks him down for a second.
Oh,
and
damn.
He keeps fighting.
Does it heal up?
No, it doesn't show him heal up, and he's fighting with it all the way open for a while.
So he's just hardcore. That's the King of Masks?
Yeah, he's the head of the Circle.
So he's making a move on the Circle.
Yes.
Essentially.
Exactly. And a bunch of guys from the Circle that were low rank are working with Anton.
Oh, nice.
So it's like a civil war.
Man, I don't know who I'm rooting for.
So it's like a civil war. We have Anton. He starts attacking Vincent, and he's like going to kill Vincent. He keeps saying stuff like, "Dad wants to talk to you," or
like,
"You're
I want 2 chairs."
Something. I don't know what his point is. He just hates him, I guess.
Yeah,
and so
you suck.
His brotherly hate.
You've been sucking our whole life.
Like I said, Ethan's there, so he runs off, puts on his costume, and goes to protect the Circle, basically. And because he doesn't even know it's the Circle, all he knows is it's people, his old dad's friends and stuff.
Yeah.
So he comes in, he starts
just being a nice guy.
Exactly, starts helping them, and so he sees Underlord, because he is dressed up like Underlord at this. Vincent is. He sees Underlord, and he's like, "Why have you been trying to kill Ethan?" And he was like, "What does that matter?" And he goes, "Because you thought I was Ethan, right?" And he didn't. He just thought Ethan was a dick, and he was trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And so they like have a weird exchange there, and then Vincent's smart enough to be like, "That, yeah,
now I think you're Ethan.
That's why, yeah, dude, yeah, that's why. No other reason."
He plays with it. He plays along with it.
He is a genius. He's definitely a genius. Before he got any of his dad, when his dad died, he didn't get left in the will. Supposedly, he didn't get left anything, but he did. He got left all the super villain stuff.
Oh, cool.
And he was like underfunded before. He had to share 2-bedroom tiny apartment with Ethan. So that's why he couldn't get anything done, because he had no support.
Yeah.
No logistics.
Mm-hmm.
And so now
Now
that
he can
did,
rob a bank.
yeah, he could do stuff now. He really can. So they have their little back and forth, and you're like, what the hell? Like that was funny. Underlord knocks out Starfighter with the knockout gas, and they have a little tussle with Webhead. He has like a little tussle with Webhead. And
Ethan
then,
does?
Yeah, and then the King of Masks knocks Webhead into the air, and it lands on Anton.
Oh,
so,
cool.
like, that was a cool little series of action.
Yeah.
And then, what's his name?
It's like the 60s Spider-Man show.
Starfighter comes flying in, and he's pissed. He's never been this powerful or done.
Starfighter is Ethan, right?
Yeah, I've never gone this far. He's the hero. He comes in and he starts, all his words are in bold italics at this part. He's like, before I lose my temper and accidentally turn this entire cemetery into a one mass grave, get out of here. You all have to leave. And he's like, specifically saying, y'all are desecrating a funeral. This is so messed up. This and that. And everybody's like, instantly believes him and then like deuces out. They knew better. And then as they're walking away, they see Adriana's kind of hurt.
I'm not touching her.
Underlord turns back into Vincent. He puts his clothes back on, and he's saving his sister. And Ethan runs up with his clothes changed back. And they're like, that was crazy, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Where were you?
Yeah, he goes, I was hiding. At the beginning of it, it was amazing. Before they ran away separately to change into their clothes, they both go, run and hide. And the other one goes, run and hide. And they both went in opposite directions.
That's pretty cool.
They explained it perfectly. I was like,
that.
that's great. And now this whole comic, this next issue, this is the 4th issue I'm getting into. Ethan is on the phone with his father, almost the whole comic. We never see anything more than like a strip of his father's eyes. So he looks kind of like a fat guy, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, on the phone they do. In a flashback, you do see his dad. He's a little pudgy.
Okay.
And so he's having like a heart-to-heart with his dad on the phone, the whole comic.
He's probably a superhero.
He explains that he's a superhero to his dad in this. After that encounter, Starfighter and Underlord don't see each other. They're just Ethan and Vincent at that point for a while. Vincent gets approached by the King of Masks and is told he has to do a mission for the Circle, and if he does, he'll be able to join them. And he was like, awesome, what is it? He goes, you have to join Starfighter, get Starfighter to join us, the Circle.
Oh.
And he's like, dude, that's impossible. Like, he literally wouldn't, that'll never happen. We can't do that. He wouldn't do it. And he's like, that's your deal. If you do it or you're kicked out or you're like, we'll kill you or something. And then we jump back to Ethan on the phone with his dad. And he goes, I never told you why I came back early from summer camp. He goes, he was in the middle of the woods beating up a nerd. And the nerd was summoned by an alien, kind of like the Green Lantern type thing where the alien comes and is trying to choose somebody worthy.
Yeah.
He like chose this kid.
The nerdy kid?
Yeah, the nerdy kid. They go out in the woods. And he's about to send all his power to the nerdy kid, and Ethan jumped in front of it.
Oh shit!
And took the whole blast, and all the energy and the power of the alien went into him. On the ground was just the alien's costume, and he like tailored it to make it fit him because he was kind of alien-like. A humanoid for the most part, but like tail and like weird flame
couple extra
head.
holes for stuff he doesn't have.
A flame head was pretty cool. And then we jump back to Underlord and Starfighter talking about joining the Circle. You don't. Underlord's like, you don't understand. Your world's not as black and white as you think it is. Whatever. And now that Underlord is part of the Circle, he gets way better gear, and he's like whooping up Starfighter.
Oh,
he's like
gear.
Yeah, he's like really decked out now. He flies a little. He can fly now.
Cool.
And he's got electric shocks is like his main thing. He can project it too. He doesn't have to like touch you. He's kind of like Palpatine.
Can Ethan fly?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. He's very
so.
standard.
Yep.
Like baby Superman.
Strong man. Yeah.
Yeah. We have Underlord talking to Starfighter about joining whatever. He's standing on top of him. He whooped his ass. He stopped whooping his ass. They're just kind of standing there, and he leaves. And now we see Starfighter at home in his bedroom, and Vincent walks up to the door and knocks, and he goes, hey, man, what's going on with you? He was like, don't come in, because he's wearing his Starfighter uniform or whatever. He doesn't know that's him, but he knows. Vincent knows who it is, but...
Vincent knows Ethan is Starfighter.
Yeah, but Ethan doesn't know.
Vincent is an Underlord.
Yeah, so they have like a really cool heart-to-heart. They're like, I don't hate you, I don't hate you. They didn't say I like you or you're my friend or whatever. They said, I don't hate you. And he goes, yeah, I don't hate you either. Do you need the locksmith? Like, because he's joking about the door being locked like earlier in the game. Earlier in the story. And then that's it. That's literally the end. Them leaving on a positive note. So the ending was cute enough without being like, and then they lived literally happily ever after, and they became the biggest duo ever, and they conquered heroes and villains alike, you know? No, it was just like, oh, that was cool. So really low stakes, very low stakes, not a crazy amount of characters, and everybody was actually kind of funny. This was a cool comic.
Bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, boom. This is Matt versus Adam. This is where we take a random character generator and we see who will win between who I get and who he gets. We're doing Marvel today.
That's right.
Doing Marvel. I got Super-Skrull.
I got Havok.
Whose brother?
Yeah, that's Cyclops' brother.
Now,
similar in some ways.
The beams that come out of Cyclops' eyes, now those are, his eyes are portals to another dimension that is pure energy, right?
Yeah.
Meaning when he opens his eyes / portals, it's just unchecked,
it's
raw,
force. It's like a giant punch.
Yeah, it's concussive. It doesn't cut.
No.
It punches. Now, Havok can blast energy.
Plasma, specifically.
Okay, so not the same stuff. No. The brother of the guy who has portals doesn't have the same energy pouring out of him.
I don't think so. I might be wrong.
That's silly.
Yeah.
And there's other brothers, right?
There's
Vulcan, and he's a badass. What does he do?
He does ground and just literal strength, and then he controls like tectonic plates in the ground.
Okay, nothing to do with that planet. Cyclops has portals as eyes
it's
too.
all separate things.
That's funny. That's funny. Okay. So. Yeah, you got your things.
Yeah, I got it pulled up.
Okay, go ahead. You do your.
So
you can do yours real quick.
I like how they have this separated. They have just like skills separated from like powers.
Oh,
so,
mine kind of are too.
So intellect, leadership, mental resilience, expert geophysicist, master martial artist. And then from his mutant physiology, he gets ambient energy conversion, which means I don't need the sun. I just from the air, basically. Energy absorption, meaning if you shoot energy blasts at me, I'll pull it in. Plasma emanation, plasma blasts, which is different. Flight, heat immunity.
Flight?
Yeah.
He can fly?
Yeah. And heat immunity and radiation immunity.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
He can't fly in the Lego game.
You can't have everybody fly.
So, no, if he can fly in the comics, he should be able to fly. I didn't know he could fly, dude. Damn. Okay, mine is hypnotism, shape-shifting, superhuman abilities, which they just go over, which is like...
all of it.
Yeah, all the important stuff.
Yeah.
Hand-to-hand combatant, hypnosis, which is different than hypnotism, I guess.
What?
All the powers of the Fantastic Four. Elasticity, force fields, pyrokinesis, rock-like strength and durability, flight, leadership, and military training.
Yeah.
Now, before we get into this, the arena is downtown Houston. We're both out for dinner or coffee, after dinner coffee.
Yeah.
And when we see each other, it's fight on sight.
Yeah, prep time.
No prep time. Anything you would have on you would have in this fight. It mentioned I have Sue Storm's force fields.
Yeah.
This is over.
Yeah. Because the only time I remember Super-Skrull is from the Dark Reign time.
Yeah.
In the 2000s, whatever.
And he took on like everyone.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't remember. Is he as strong as each four of the thing, or does he just have all four?
Rock-like durability and strength.
Okay.
So it's mimicking. It's not their exact powers.
Okay. That's
so cool. He's stretchy, but not as stretchy as Reed.
Okay, that was my guess, but I didn't know.
I'm sure they're pale, poor imitations of their actual powers, but he does have superhuman ability, strength, durability, all that.
Yeah.
But the force fields, the invisibility, I can fly. So I looked it up on AI. He can do the invisible force field for defense.
Yeah.
And you're immune to your brother Cyclops' beams, but not inherently to fire or physical strikes. So
it has to be lasers or plasma or whatever.
I can absorb cosmic energy to fuel my powers. You can overload opponents. So that's what it said. Your only chance really is to overload me before I can really use anything.
Okay.
So we're out on the street. You see me and just like like everything you got in one blast.
Yeah, I got you.
And you have to hit me.
Uh-huh.
So, but it says random encounters, Super-Skrull's got it, invisibility, force fields. I mean, like I said, logically...
my gut would say Super-Skrull for sure would win.
So, yeah, I mean, because look, logically, force fields, if you can create them, she said it in, I think, the movie and in the comics, she is capable of making a force field inside of you.
Yeah, in your brain.
So she puts one in your heart, pop, puts one in your brain, pop, head's exploding, eyes gone. And if I can do any imitation of that, that was all I need.
Right.
That's running at me and it's bloop.
That's what I was thinking about.
And on top of that, I'm stretchy, which if you watch One Piece, super handy.
Can be useful.
Super handy.
Can be useful.
So yeah, Super-Skrull definitely takes that. He may not be as strong as like I'm thinking, but I feel he was a pretty, credible villain. Like, I mean, I feel like it had a lot of people needed to take him down.
Yes, I knew that for sure.
And when the Skrulls are everywhere, that was that Skrull invasion event we read.
Yeah.
That was cool because Deadpool kind of the hero of all that.
Yeah, that was weird to see in real time.
Yeah, right? We were excited. How's this going to end? And it was like in a Deadpool comic.
Yeah.
You see it end in the Skrull like collected stuff, but Deadpool is where it explains the ending.
Yeah,
I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, they couldn't handle his healing factor cancer thing.
Oh, that was so good.
So they got his cancer, but not his healing factor, and they all just died.
Yeah.
Because
he wasn't a real mutant or whatever.
Nope.
Like, couldn't do it.
And Norman Osborn was like, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I sent Deadpool to
Set
do
all
that,
that
so
up.
that was my...
so he could steal the way to kill the Skrull Queen is what it was.
Yeah, and they just needed to try and imitate Deadpool after some surgery experiments or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that. It's 44 to 44.
I thought so. Holy crap.
Yup. All right.
Well, we know who's winning next time.
Me, bitch.
Nope.
It's gonna be May. We are on TikTok and Instagram at Flipping Pages 24. We're on Facebook at Flipping Pages with Matt and Adam. New episodes release every Thursday on all platforms and YouTube. Episodes of The Dollar Bin release every Monday on all platforms and YouTube. Best way to support us is to send us the brass knuckle with like the knife on it or the bamboo practice swords. Nice. If you don't want to do that, you could follow, rate, review on the platforms. Follow, like, subscribe, comment on the socials and YouTube. If you've done that, we appreciate it. If you're just listening, we also appreciate that. Adam, that's the episode. Y'all have a good one.
Bye.